All right, so yeah, we all knew this day was coming, and well, here it is. The aggressive behind the back has been nerfed out of the game, and yeah, no longer can you spam this move from side to side. So we'll just see here. We're gonna get here. We're gonna try. We got some weak ass shit going on here. Look at this. That is just terrible. This is Galaxy Elbow Dr. J, who was one of the better dribblers in the game, or at least could dribble really well. And he sucks now on that. Everybody does, though. Look at that. Dude, if you do this stop and go move, like, bro, yeah. I don't even know that it goes behind your back. So one thing I did notice is that you can go this way here. And it turns into a sham god here. When you're doing that, just spamming it. A little sham goddy. Oops, went the wrong way there. So yeah, it just turns into a sham god automatically. Or you can do that move there, which I don't know if that's any good or not. But yeah, the behind the back dribble move has been nerfed. And dude, I don't even know what that means for the game. Like, you know, all these guys that qualified for the 250K tournament, I mean, you want to say it's cheesy or not, it doesn't really fucking matter. They're the ones that qualified. So that's the whole thing with the game. It's like off-balling, doing all this stuff, you know, whatever it is that, you know, the greats are doing that you don't typically like. I mean, I used to be a proponent of the off-ball, hated it. Behind the back never really bothered me because, I made sure to learn how to do it right when it was implemented in the game at the beginning of the year. So that wasn't that big of a deal to me. It was always pretty tough to defend because, you know, I didn't much like to off-ball, and off-ball wasn't really effective on it. You had to be able to do a little bit of both. It created a skill gap in the game where there was, you know, less and less skill gap this year than last year. And, dude, it just, you know, a lot of top players even quit the game because of the skill gap this year. And so, like, removing something like this that they had mastered and that, you know, obviously there was a badge set up that you had to have that I wish I would have known about before. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that today. This is the top 10 badges in my team, obviously. And I don't know that it's going to change the top 10 badges really because, like, I think, like, 5 outing is going to become so much more important in this game because there's not dribbling. So, like, you're going to have to be able to have guys that can hit from deep back here. And so, you know, I would say that range extender becomes even more and more important because it's just going to be hard to get open because, like, you can't sit here and spam this. Like a guy like Jason Tatum, who was able to spam the move, now he can't spam shit. He just, you know, he dribbles and yeah, nothing happens. But I mean, you can see what his move here looks like. Dude, it's like a quick jerky move that, like, no one even wants to look at, bro. The game just become less clean because of it, but, you know, it's going to make badges like range extender a little bit more important as far as, I mean, as much as I think it will. I mean, shit, I don't know. I'm not far from being comp, but I'm not comp at no means because, you know, I've played a couple comp guys and they, you know, they destroy me. They beat me by 30 or 40 points. If I sweat my nuts off, I can lose by 10 or 15 on a good day. But most of the time, it's 20 or 30, 40 points, just like everybody else. You know, there are guys that are elite, and then there are guys that are good at the game. I can go 12-0 every month, just about, or at least 9 out of 10 months anyway. And but I can't, you know, obviously when I come up against those cop guys, yeah, it makes it tough. And then the behind the back was, you know, it's going to make it a different ball game out here. So, yeah, obviously, a badge like Clamps becomes even more important, Intimidator. But, yeah, we're going to go over those top 10 badges in the game. And I'm going to use this Jason Tatum because he has at least every single one of them on gold. And so we'll go through those today. The finishing badge, there's only one finishing badge that you need. And this is a Laker fan. Link it to his description in his channel below. Very knowledgeable dude when it comes to playing 2K. And I've learned a lot from him on defense, about badges and everything, so I figured I'd make a video going over his top 10 badges in 2K20 for my team. And the first badge is Contact Finisher, and it's just going to improve your ability to convert layups and dunks in traffic. There's going to be a lot more traffic now because you obviously cannot spam BTB. Next up are the shooting badges, and he has all those on gold, I believe. The first one is Hot Zone Hunter. boost the shot percentage for attempts taken in a player's favorite spots. And so we just go out here and we look at Tatum. And you can see, dude, Tatum has, Tatum is over here rocking all the hot zones. So, I mean, like, he doesn't have hot zone everywhere. But, I mean, you take, like, a card like Larry Bird and, let's see, let's look at Jason Terry. This is a good card, too. Yeah. So, Jason Terry, pretty much everywhere Jason Terry is shooting from, he has a boosted shot percentage, which makes it easy for him to make shots. But let's put Tatum back in. Let's go back through these badges here. Our next badge that we're going to talk about is going to be quick draw. Obviously, dude, you need quick draw. So, quick draw speeds up the release of a jump shot. There are cards that were in the token market that have never been picked up. Why people bitch about the token market all the time is because most of those cards don't have quick draw. So this badge just speeds up the release of your deal. Some other badges that you could consider, I would consider top, are Hot Start. Go look at Hall of Fame Hot Start, bro. There's like 3 cards in the game. That Ruby Kobe White. Go green your first shot and see if you don't green every single one of those afterwards that you take. Hall of Fame Hot Start is incredible, but I'm not putting it on this list. And then Deadeye, dude. Hall of Fame Deadeye. Basically, you can't, if you're closing out, it doesn't count. If you've ever played against Chris Bosh and he keeps hitting contested threes on your ass, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Our last badge here on shooting badges, another 4 badge that's a must-have in my team, is Range Extender. And this badge just became the most important badge in my team because you will have to run 5 out now. There's no more, or 4 out, 1 in. There's no more. You cannot run anything else because you cannot dribble around to create space. You can't dribble around pick and rolls and expect to, behind the back, go back the other way, go to the rim, or shoot a limitless 3. Like, Range Extender is uber important now, and it just became more important. So, yeah, any cards you got with Range Extender, the prices on those should be going up soon. But anyway, that's the last of the shooting badges. The number 5 badge, and I don't know that this might not change here, but going with pre-patch, you got Quick First Step, provides more explosive first steps out of triple threat size ups. You've got Handles for Days, which reduces the amount of energy lost when performing dribble moves, which, dude, that right there is never going to go away. That badge, those 2 badges are going to be important. And then you got Tight Handles, improves the player's ability to break down their defender. So there's going to be a lot more in-place dribbling, a lot more sham gods going on, a lot more of, like, basically just trying to beat your man using combinations of sorry moves that are in the game. So, I mean, this will become good. Stop and go might become a little bit better. Downhill, I like that one, but yeah, ankle breaker. There's not a whole lot of people Hall of Fame ankle breaker in the game. Space Creator. Space Creator, basically a move that's really good to determine Space Creator. Let me see if I can get it here. Why the hell do I always struggle with this damn move? There we go. That's the move right there. And so Hall of Fame Space Creator, you're going to want that move for sure to be able to do those little slide moves. But yeah, anyway, on to the next one. So the next 3 badges, you got Playmaking here. You got Quick First Step, Handles for Days, and Tight Handles. And like I said, dude, that was a combination to do behind the back and do it successfully and spam it. And I was wanting to make this video today because, like, somebody told me that, the reason that Handles for Days, obviously it makes sense, but Handles for Days and Tight Handles, you watch this Laker fan video and he talks about tight handles and how when you're doing this behind the back, it basically just stuns your opponent. I'm assuming that it's going to work the same way. Maybe not when you're doing the behind the back, but when you're doing the whatever the hell this move is right here, we'll do it. Oh yeah, I don't know. The weak ass behind the back. It's no longer the explosive, it's the weak ass. We got the weak ass and we got the explosive. I was a fan of the explosive, but, like, dude, you know what? Like, I'm an adaptive type of person, so I'm going to have to figure out how to make these others work. Lastly, on defense, the top 3 defensive badges that you're going to need here are Clamps, which obviously this was huge for the behind the back, but it's going to be even bigger now because it is going to be so fucking hard to get open on people with Hall of Fame Clamps. I've made a change here, and he goes with pogo stick. I'm going to say Hall of Fame interceptor. Increases your chances at getting steals in passing lanes, bro. You are about to get your nuts off-balled, off-sack, sweat full of shit, and the badge that you want to have when you're off-balling back is interceptor, and off-ball passier. For those, that combination is incredible. But basically going to get your defender stepping in front of passes more often, increases their chances of catching it when they step in the passing lane and get steals. Huge. And the last badge here we're going to talk about is Intimidator, and it helps your opponents miss more shots more often, and it includes open shots. I've seen the Intimidator badge go off. It includes, contested shots. Obviously, I would say these guys contest shots even better than a lot of the players that don't have it, and you can see, like, dude, this is a pretty rare badge. I mean, there's a lot of bigs have it, but, like, Paul Millsap's a new card. He has that. He has post-move lockdown, defensive leader. You can see that's a good card right there, man. Like, the game is about to change, bro. And it sucks for the people who qualified that they would change it, like, going into this tournament. Like, why would you make this change before the tournament? It's like, dude, these guys have spent all year. But, like, I mean, I get it. Like, that apparently the tournament's not the most important thing to them, but for us players that, strive to get better every year, we know there's going to be changes, so it's just something we're going to have to deal with. But, like, kind of sucks for those guys, because now we got to go and we got to find out, what the new badge deals are. And I can tell you right now that you're going to see a lot. Like, this break starter badge is going to become huge because, like, dude, go look at how rare Hall of Fame break starter is in NBA 2K20 Myteam. And what Hall of Fame break starter allows you to do is to chunk the fucking ball full court when you get the rebound, you just chunk it full court. And, dude, there are not a lot of cards that have even gold break starter. Like, half the centers don't have it. Like, but when you do have break starter, like, what that allows you to do, and you see a lot of my cards have it, and it's because, like, bro, I like to get the rebound, and I like to chunk the shit up the court, and that's how you start run transition, run fast breaks. But, like, there are good cards, like that new Brook Lopez, bro. If you get a rebound with him, and you try to chunk it up to the wing on half court, he will throw the fucking ball away if your guy steps 1 foot past the half court line. So, with that being said, that's a badge that I think is going to become super important. If you have it on Hall of Fame like that Amethyst Magic Johnson does, you can chunk the ball from mid-air rebound all the way to the opposite end paint and have a wide open layup. It's just that simple. Plus, I think he has flashy passer too, so it just, like, even elevates that even more. But, like, some other badges that I feel like will become important, possibly Deadeye. I mean, it's possible this deep fades or deep hooks, being able to hit that shit will be good, but Hakeem Olajuwon has deep fades. That's nice. Catch and shoot, super important, but everyone has catch and shoot, so not really that big of a deal. Maybe slippery off ball, just being able to get more open shots off of running plays. You might see more people running more set play systems. But anyway, that's the video for today. If you like this video, leave me a comment below with what badges you think will replace some of these dribbling badges, or if they will stay important, why you think that, because you've seen how the dribbling looks now. So anyway, this is Carson Cruz. Hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.